Annapurna Interactive are known for publishing many great indie titles, such as What Remains of Edith Finch and Sayonara Wild Hearts. Donut County is a short and sweet experience from developer Ben Esposito, depicting a tale of a small town, a donut shop, holes that swallow buildings, and raccoon overlords. Yeah, I know things have just escalated a fair bit, but just go with it and you'll have a great time. Okay, so I'm going to be quite brief with explaining the plot of this game, so just bear with me. In Donut County, the story follows a young girl called Mira in a town of animals. She hangs out at the donut shop where her friend, BK the raccoon, works. After a simple text conversation between the two of them, things start to get pretty weird real quick. BK is using some kind of new app on his phone, and Mira thinks nothing of it to begin with. However, soon after complaining about someone noisy on a scooter outside her window, BK says he'll take care of it. This is when a hole opens up in the ground and begins swallowing objects until it has got the bike and its owner. So, you'll soon skip ahead to the present day, where Mira, BK, and a whole bunch of residents are gathered around a campfire underground, amidst wreckages of buildings and objects from all over town. They're all panicking, worrying, and angry at BK for somehow swallowing up the entire town with this strange app. While the story itself is only a couple hours long at most, I found the writing really enjoyable. The story is bizarre, sure, but the comedic remarks and jokes all make for the dialogue to be worth investing in. Most of it is quick back and forths from the group of animals and Mira sat around the campfire, but it's always fun to see. Okay, so the game is this. The player controls the hole in the ground on each stage, moving it around to get everything around it to fall in. It'll start off small each time, so you begin going for the smaller objects, and each time you get more objects in the hole, it will increase in size. From a banana on the ground to a barn undoubtedly inhabited by chickens, you'll be devouring it all. The game doesn't really feel repetitive either, as each stage is so fresh and characterized, and only takes a few minutes to complete. Some will even hold some puzzles and some secrets, only accessible by experimenting or reading the Trashpedia item descriptions, of which are filled in each time you consume an object. The game also has some pretty great replay value, with secrets and trophies or achievements to unlock. Right after I'd finished the story, I was straight back in to discover everything else there was to find. This never felt overwhelming either, as I unlocked the Platinum Trophy for the game in roughly 2.5 hours total. It's a game that's easy enough to play for anyone, enjoyable and hilarious at times, and you'll just want to finish it and see all there is. Visually, this game is simple and lovely. Solid colours that are vibrant, cute animals that have a funny little look to them, and lots of different scenery and objects for you to explore. It's no more detailed than it needs to be, and yet it's not too simple. With a subtle polygon style to it, it looks like an original PlayStation 1 game if it had a remaster, but with no changes to its original charm, and I mean that in the absolute best way. I love it. Even the menus for when characters are in dialogue or texting each other is charming and is so simple yet stylized in a way that is a joy to look at. In particular, the Trashpedia that gets filled with the items you swallow up is a cool little menu you can access, and absolutely should. The item descriptions can be just as comedic as the rest of the game, and you get to see just how much is actually in the experience. In terms of the sound of the game, it's fantastic. The characters talking have funny and strange noises, like an off version of Animal Crossing, while the characters themselves don't make too much noise, besides the occasional exclamation when they see a hole about to consume their livelihood. The music in Donut County is great, with songs that are upbeat, comedic, and match the style of the overall quirkiness exactly as intended. Simple and perfect music as you're devouring entire communities, upbeat victory music as animals are falling on the ground at the end of each level, and even some pretty intense music as you reach the final stages. It is, after all, a video game. Donut County is a game that I've had on my radar for a while, and as it often went on sale, I was always tempted to give it a go. Well, on sale recently, I finally gave in, and I'm glad I did. I sat there for the entirety of the game, from beginning to platinum, and I loved it so much more than I thought I would. The story and weirdness of it drew me in quickest, while the addictive act of consuming homes and their residents, which sounds a lot more evil now that I say it like that, is something that I just had to keep playing. This is a game that can be easily played by anyone, with essentially one button to advance dialogue and a stick to move the whole. And I have to recommend that everyone takes a look at it. It's short and sweet, and I loved every moment of my time with it. The story is fun and amusing, and the gameplay is addicting, while offering a short enough experience so that it never feels like it overstays. And the lack of time investment is great for many players out there looking for a fun little game to play.